Are you a racist? Maybe. If you have said this, if you said the Hispanic players, they're very technical. They're creative with their dribbling, but they dribble too much. They're not smart enough, or they're not proficient in the tactical game. You might be a racist. Have you said that, Coach? Yes. I've said it. It's this whole thing that's said over and over again. Hispanic players can't play. They can't play the tactical game. They can't play the beautiful game according to the English way of play it this way, play system. The reason there's a system, ladies and gentlemen, the reason there's a system because you have too many freaking players that can't play the game and can't think their way out of a situation because they have to play entirely based on a system. Having a structure is one thing, but to say you have to play this way only is false and silly. Creative players that can actually manipulate the ball in such a way to get out of any situation to attack, that has the freedom to do that, are different. Remember the movie Glory Road? Remember that the team, I forgot the name of the university that won the Division I championship. It's UTEP, but they had a different name, from Texas. They're the ones that started the five African Americans in the national championship game. Just stick it to all the ones that said they're not smart enough to play basketball. They play street ball, so they can't play technical basketball. And the coach went on, or the players kept telling the coach, let us be us, let us play. And once the coach allowed them to play, they were able to win a national championship. The same thing going on right now. Oh, the Hispanic players, they dribble too much. They can't play. They can't play soccer with the Scottsdale clubs or the Gilbert clubs. They can't play with the white man, the ones that aren't good at soccer. The one thing we say in U.S. soccer all the time about what's the problem with American soccer, they don't play the game and they don't watch the game. So they're not really have the culture of soccer. Well, the Hispanic players in America, they watch it, they play street soccer, they do those things, but they're not smart enough to play. So if you say, yeah, the Hispanic players, they're just not sophisticated enough to play the game of soccer and understand the number system and stuff, you might be a racist. Just kidding. You're not a racist, but I wanted to point it out, and I want to get you triggered to understand what you're doing. Let the Hispanic players be Hispanic. That's the way to roll. That's a way to develop a team identity, a culture. The Hispanics of this world should take over American soccer. It's your game. The Latino nation of America, it's your game. When did you decide to give it up? And the thing is, if we actually developed that, guess what would happen? People would lose money. People wouldn't be able to make money. Coaches wouldn't get paid. So if you don't suppress the Latino world in America, they're not gonna get paid. They're not going to get paid. And if you're Hispanic, if you're a technical player, don't go play with a team that's truly all about tactics. And you have to play this way with coaches saying 1-2 touch soccer. That is so stupid. You know what I told my players when we played Grand Canyon University last weekend? I said, be Hispanic. Keep the ball. Take as many touches as you want. And we outplayed them. Why? Because we have an identity. We have a culture. There's a difference. But don't play with a team that's going to be dictated by some yahoo on the sideline spitting out, play this way or that way, 1-2 touch soccer. And the thing is, I could talk about this all day. I could talk about my friends about this. and they will just rip me a new one. No. You could, there's only one way to play. You got to do it this way. There's no one way to play. It's not about being sophisticated to play the game of soccer. Soccer is a game of expression, freedom. That's why I'm libertarian. I believe in freedom. I had all these little bears at the Grand Canyon game, coaches and parents, and they're watching me, and I react. I don't react at all. I'm just folding my arms. I'm just looking bored. While the other side was freaking out, screaming, all these different game plans and stuff, and I just chilled. The game will be won or lost based on the players that actually can play the game. I will never again allow Phoenix College to ever play a tactical game in such a way where I'm taking away their culture. We will play. Win or lose, we're going to play with a thought. Everything's going to have a thought. You're going to have an opportunity to escape pressure in any way you see fit. Now, if you keep losing the ball, yeah, you'll be subbed out. And then we'll put someone else in that doesn't lose the ball as much. But you're going to have the freedom to do that. We have to stop saying that the Hispanic players who do everything right, they play the game on the streets. They can name every player in the world that play the game. They watch the game. Never again to say that they're not smart enough to play the game. They dribble too much. That's ridiculous. Not saying that everyone dribbles too much, but you can't use that as a blanket statement. So the Latino nation of America, this is Coach Cameron asking you to rise up and take your game. Play like Hispanics. Keep the ball. Don't let the opponent have the ball. Ever. Not in America. Don't let them touch the ball. That's your ball. It's a beautiful game when you play it that way. Don't play like the Scottsdale clubs or the Gilbert clubs. Don't play like them. They don't come from the streets of soccer. They're not cultured in the game. So don't play like them. They have to play that way because it's the only way they can compete. This is Coach Cameron with this racially charged message to all my people, all my friends. Stop saying that the Hispanic players aren't smart enough to play at your level, and I'm out.